we fall in love.
So good.
We can be. Is
Dude,
that
this
Bobby?
song-
Bobby, dude.
Yeah, Bobby Brown.
Okay. Bobby Brown, everybody. Yo, happy Friday. Welcome to the Brotherly Love Podcast. I don't know if we can use that music, but we're going to use
We
it.
were just listening to a little Bobby Brown.
And if they don't let us use it, we're going to use it anyway because that's the kind of pod we are. We're going rogue.
We're wild. We're lawless out here.
We are.
The
The
old
pod world.
Wild West.
Oh,
The
yeah.
pod world is kind of the Wild
The
West.
pod world is totally the Wild West.
You know, it's like a throwback from old school radio with new
Radio
school
shows, yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we feel like we're almost moving into like doing some sort of variety show
I
here
feel
in a
like,
moment.
you know what? I feel like we might have to bring in a...
Glasses are on.
for the viewers.
I mean, I just
People
know that
watching us on YouTube.
It's okay. I'm going to leave my glasses on this episode so I can see everybody.
Remember what Pop used to say? My Glockuses.
Oh.
Remember that?
Ed, where's my glasses?
Yes, where's my Glockuses? I don't know why he said that, but he did.
Our
you know,
Pop.
guys, we've often talked about, you're right, this is like the new TV, right? Families are gathering around, sort of watching.
YouTube is on television more these
YouTube
days
TV
than
and YouTube itself.
normal television.
I know. So what we were thinking is, and we have plans for the Brotherly Love Pod.
We do. We've got big plans.
Yeah. One of the things we're thinking about is, wouldn't it be great to get some of the fans in studio with us?
I know.
Like live studio audience. Throwback, dude. We're doing it. We're doing
It's
it.
like it's
Andy,
our
you
bread
down?
and butter. That's
Yes,
like
it
what we
is.
do.
I am
Yes, it is.
down.
And we will cue laughter.
Oh,
We'll have an applause machine.
We don't. I don't even think we'll need to.
We'll not. You're right. They
It'll
will
be
laugh
so-
on their
and
own.
if we do cue it, we'll show you that.
and
we're
if we
cueing.
do
Exactly.
cue it, we'll do it with cattle pride. Laugh.
It'll
Laugh.
be almost a screech into a laugh. Look at them laughing.
Turns into some weird like escape room.
Yeah,
For the
they
audience.
love us. Lock the doors. What? Welcome to the Brotherly Love
No, the
Pod.
lights go out. Where are the Lawrence brothers?
With no windows or doors. Remember that from
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion? Yeah. Oh, there's only one way out.
The room grows.
Right.
But it's this experience that
It's so
light goes
cool.
out, the light comes on, Andy's hair is covering his face all the way
right.
down to the floor.
Oh my God.
Like a ring.
I crawl out of the TV.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You guys are horrible. It's all planned.
Oh, it's
Anyway, no,
funny.
we do have some of the best, honestly, we say it all the time.
Yeah.
We have some of the best, and they are fans, but more than that, they're like supporters. Like we have the best supporters in the
I know,
whole
it's not
world.
really.
I don't
we
like
feel
the word
weird.
fans.
I know,
'cause
fans.
It's, not
It's like a
you guys are part of
community
our- yes.
that has gotten around the podcast. So it's a
Yes.
Brotherly Love Pod community.
And it's just, you guys are unbelievable. We
Yeah.
are growing by leaps and bounds, and you're watching the show on YouTube, which
So
is
cool.
so cool, right?
know.
Because that's what everybody loves. It's like when you can watch, we feel like you guys are not just listening, like you're watching, and you're listening and then going into watch. And that just makes
Hey.
us feel so good, listening and watching.
watching and
you know,
listening.
and
You can do it in any order.
We can do watching and then listening, or listening and then watching.
Yes.
Maybe a little listening, go to watching, come back to listening, and then
Exactly.
watch. Finish up with a nice watch.
Because it's the journey, not the destination.
That's right. And it's bumpy. You have these questions
Joe
along
always
the way.
goes,
I
And he
know.
always does this. And
Man, it's bumpy.
Real
Guys,
bumpy
it
road.
is.
Are you
It's so
feeling me out there? How
It's
bumpy
so
it is? Because it's bumpy.
My God, it's bumpy.
It's so bumpy. I feel like Jackie Chan watching his own video. It's
I know.
no, that was
Jackie.
the best. Oh, Jackie was watching.
That
Jackie
actually
Chan,
hit
everybody.
me.
If you haven't seen that video, Jackie
Yeah.
Chan, go Google it on YouTube. And Jackie Chan is watching Jackie Chan at like 25 do all the stunts.
and stuff.
And Jackie Chan is what, 65 now or
Yeah.
something? And
he's watching with his daughter.
yeah, and he's happy and he's sort of nostalgic, and then all of a sudden he starts crying.
He starts getting upset.
because he knows that physically he can't do that.
That time is gone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I do that when I watch videos of me brushing my hair
Yeah.
from the 90s.
Yeah,
I was
man.
brushing it and I watch fondly and then I just start to cry.
Yeah.
Because now I just use a little, just like a little comb. And then I just move hairs. And I don't want a lot of breeze. And then I use a lot of spray.
I know, isn't that funny, right? Because then
man.
you're like all those things you never even thought about. Like you walk outside, you're like, is it windy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
gosh.
Billy-
which way's the wind blowing?
Billy-
Side to side, I'm good. Front to back, no good.
Billy Crystal always said, getting older is when you lose hair all the places you want it, and you grow hair all the places you don't
It's
want
true.
it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no, it's true.
Absolutely. No, it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You, I don't know why. I always say, why does hair grow here, right here, but 2 inches above that?
I mean, can we figure this
It
out
just
already?
decides to stop growing.
I wish we could just figure this out.
It makes no sense to me. You know, top
And-
of the head,
and then I see
not
the-
growing. Sides of the head growing.
And then I see these
Makes
videos.
no sense.
Wait. And then I see these videos, and I don't know. It's like the marketing team got off on this, in my opinion, because I think what they're trying to do is it's trying to make men in particular, I know women go through this as well, but I think this is geared towards men, make you feel better about the hair loss thing. But they wind up making you feel just really crappy about yourself.
Yeah,
the ad was this, and they're running it everywhere.
Tell me,
I see it
tell
all
me,
over
tell
social media and TV, like this. You know, a man's hair is, it's a good representation of his health.
Oh God.
So can you imagine having thinning, balding hair? What people are going to think about you? That's just an unhealthy man.
Oh my God. What?
So, but don't worry because we've got solutions. And look at these solutions. It's all these weird pastes and glues, and you're like,
Oh my goodness.
this doesn't seem like a solution at all.
Double-sided tape. No, I mean that's crazy, right?
I was
mean,
like, I feel 10
first
times
of all,
worse about myself now.
rocked
Now
a
I look
shaved-
unhealthy.
I rocked a shaved head for years. All right,
Yeah.
I loved it. It was
Yeah.
great. I grew it back because, well, I got tired of people saying I didn't have any hair. So I was like,
Yes.
no, I can grow it back. It's not as thick as it used to be. I
Yeah.
prefer it shaved because it's just easy. It's
easy.
you know. And
That's why, and I want that for
everybody
you. I just
called
want
me
you to
Mr.
shave it
Clean.
just-
Everybody called me
I
Mr.
know.
Clean.
They
and-
went in on you. I saw all the memes.
Oh yeah.
They did side by sides, and it's
I
actually funny.
know,
You kind
I
of
know.
looked the white T-shirt and the jeans with the shaved head.
You're
Dude,
both-
you kind of look
well,
like
there was-
him.
You're both jacked.
I know.
You
Well,
both enjoy sweeping.
Yeah,
It's
we
true.
do. I love sweeping. We
To
did
be
an
honest,
episode-
where is the campaign?
Yeah, I know. I could be Mr.
You
Clean.
literally are Mr. Clean.
The funny thing is-
in real life as well.
The funny thing
You
is,
are.
on an episode of Melissa and Joey, there was a Halloween episode where
did they
I
play
went
on
to
it?
a party as Mr. Clean.
God,
Yeah.
that's smart.
It was smart. It was funny.
Yeah.
But you know, and so I grew it back because it was like, all right, I can grow.
Hey,
it back.
Mr. Clean, you know what?
Yeah.
The brand needs a little.
It does. I honestly, nobody's talking about Mr. Clean.
It needs a little push.
If I step into those shoes,
Let's go.
Maybe some more people will talk about it. I don't know. Anyway,
I
that
think
would
so.
that would be fun.
What a great,
But,
what a
yeah,
great
it'd be-
branding
it'd be-
opportunity for
it'd be
both
fun.
involved.
It'd be fun
For them and you.
But it is wild. You're right. You're right. That you know, hair is a beacon of health, but not really. I mean, you know, there've been amazing guys that don't have any hair. I mean, The
You know,
Rock,
see,
you
and
know,
this is
Vin
what
Diesel, Jason Statham hasn't ever had really any hair. You know, Jason.
Oh, I
Statham.
thought you meant Momoa. I was like,
Jason Momoa's got too much hair.
that guy has got a mane.
He needs to share some of that damn hair. Nobody has that kind of hair, and Bryan Cranston
true.
has a good head of hair too.
Oh yeah. And what's the other guy?
Matthew McConaughey had hair, doesn't have hair, and has hair again.
Now I want to talk
Bradley
to him.
Cooper, hair, no
I
hair.
want to
hair.
talk to these guys.
I know. Tom Cruise always had great hair.
Yeah, he did.
Brad Pitt, great hair.
Yeah. Well, we
But
never know
who
there
knows?
either.
No. Brad Pitt back in like the 90s would show up somewhere with like long hair and then show up with short hair.
Yeah,
and
he had
then, and then he would show
extensions.
up with
Yeah, short
long
hair
hair
extensions.
as a brunette like 3 weeks
Right,
later to
right,
premiere, and then
right.
he had bleached
He had the
long blonde
coolest
hair.
haircuts though. That
He
guy.
did. Ever.
When Pitt came out with a new haircut, you were just like, oh, here we go.
I wonder if
You got it.
I know, and then I would go
know.
and get it.
I know.
You try to keep up with the guy and you couldn't. You're like, how did he get his hair like that?
I know.
There's no way he grew 8 inches in 2 weeks.
I know.
And it's blonde. Now it's
What is that,
shaved
just
and
biotin?
brunette.
Is that extra biotin?
Now it's shaved and brunette.
I know.
What's
It's
going
impossible.
on? A lot of
It's impossible.
CoQ10 going on in
Yeah.
there.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it
Lot
is
of fish
odd,
oils.
isn't it? Like, literally, one guy
that what
can
it
keep
is?
his hair, and the next guy can completely lose his hair
Genetics,
at 18.
pal. You
He's
can't
like,
bring a cure. You need a treatment because that's how you make money.
You're right.
you're 100% right, and that goes for everything. But
Everything.
But why can't we do this?
We can.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because like Andy said, it's a $1 billion treatment industry. If they cure it, sure, they make trillions, but it's a one stop. You get cured and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. That's the case with a lot of treatments today, man. You see it all the time. Why can't we cure this?
So
We
wrong.
can, but we'd rather treat it. You know,
so
a lot
wrong.
of the medical industry has become a treatment industry, not really a curing industry. So,
and
you know.
I've heard a lot of people, reverberating this sentiment around social media, which is like, we shouldn't have a healthcare system that profits off of sick people.
Absolutely not. That's right. That's
There's
right.
a problem with that.
Well, there's too much-
Clearly, there's going to become a problem with that because
Yeah.
it's human nature to want to make the money for your family, and that's it. And you don't think, but you're making it off of sick people.
Yeah, you are.
That's just wrong.
That you could cure.
yeah,
But you'd
it's just
rather
wrong.
treat.
That
I
should
know,
not be
I know.
happening.
Anyway,
No, but I don't know. It's just, it seems like something that really could so simply. You know what's actually really interesting? What are you doing?
You just smell good today.
Do I?
what are you wearing?
I smell good today.
What are you
Kind
wearing?
of.
That damn detergent you're using again?
It's my special detergent.
What's it called?
It's called Glamorous. Queen Glamorous.
Glamour
Yeah,
Queen.
my,
What's it called?
my girlfriend hooked me up with the best laundry detergent smell ever.
What's it called, bro?
Diva. It's true. It's so true.
You used.
I swear.
I can't use any smelly
It's the
stuff.
best ever, dude. Your stuff smells.
No.
How do you
smells-
say that with a straight face, bro?
smells good
Because I
You just said that with a straight face. What's that detergent you use? Diva.
Because listen, look, okay.
I use pine tar.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a lucky guy.
I use coal.
I'm a lucky guy.
Coal to clean my
Stones.
shoes. Yeah.
I go to the garden.
I stonewash everything
Use stones and coal.
from the quarry like men.
Sometimes I throw a pine cone in there if I want it to smell good.
Yeah, right. Okay, so listen, let me tell you the story.
I use free and clear, no scent, because my skin's very sensitive.
Actually, that's me. I really don't use any. I use all hypoallergenic.
That is true.
No,
Me too.
that is
Me
true.
too.
Also,
Andy,
I have Shmee too, so I don't want anything that smells.
I was going to the
bad.
market, and Andy was like, "I need dryer sheets."
I need dryer sheets.
But the anti-allergen,
Yeah, hypoallergenic,
Ones-
fragrance free.
Fragrance-free.
Mostly for Shmee. He's my dog. I can't expose him to
No, but I'm a lucky guy. Let me give you the story behind the diva. Okay, I'm a lucky guy.
boy.
I had a pile of
Behind the
laundry.
diva, are you talking about the detergent or your girlfriend?
Both.
Okay.
I'm a lucky guy. I had a pile of laundry. I was super stressed out, busy with work. I come home to a folded pile of beautifully smelling washed clothes. Wow. I've never come home to a beautifully folded.
Did mom do it?
No, it wasn't mom. It was truly, it was my girlfriend.
Oh,
Not mom.
Okay, I didn't
know. No, mom hasn't done my laundry since I was a baby.
Thank you!
Meatloaf! Meatloaf!
Where the hell is she?
What does that woman do back there?
Doing back there?
No, I was. So from that point forward, I was hooked. How could I not be hooked to
On
this
the detergent
beautiful-
or the girl?
Both.
Okay. All right, so diva.
Diva, yeah, it's awesome
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, but the hair, dude, I'm starting to get like anxiety over this. You know?
What doesn't cause anxiety today, right? I feel like we're in just a anxiety hyper chamber.
Oh, we are.
Right? I mean, this.
Well, you know what it's like? I mean, you say, okay, so as humans say we were walking on the plains 1,000 years ago, right?
Yeah, dude.
We would come across a lion, every now and then. We'd come across some kind of danger, maybe once in a day, right? Maybe that's even a lot. Maybe once in a week we come through these crazy, stressful. We're getting them all the time. Every time you open up your phone, you're getting stressed out. Every time you look at the news, you're stressed out. Everything is
That's true.
So it's like the anxiety level.
all fear-mongering.
You know what I hear
It
too?
is.
I hear a
It
lot
is.
that the anxiety level.
Fear mongering, and you go into your cave again. He just comes in for these one thing. You're talking, I'm talking, and he goes, strange. Weird. He chooses 10 words per episode. That's his communication. Agree. Like, what does Andy act? Okay, go ahead. So you were saying, but you're right. You're absolutely right. And I don't mean to cut you off. But
No,
you're
it's all right.
absolutely right. You know what my biggest pet peeve is?
Woo!
You know what caused me anxiety? Talk about these damn phones,
gosh.
right? Passwords.
Oh,
Yes. You have to update your friggin'
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Security on your password could be low. Might want to update it to this. Have you ever seen the suggested passwords? Sclibby, scrooby, scrooby, sclops. Like, what is this?
How could you ever?
This is what we would recommend.
How could you
It's
ever
like,
remember? I know, but XYZ space CY7 XY4734. I mean, like.
this one is ironclad. Of course it is, because I'm never going to remember this.
yeah, it's
Don't worry.
ironclad even for me.
Your phone will. Oh, that's the great. I'm going to trust this piece of shit.
I was about to
Remember
say,
everything.
That's what's the best thing was.
They're already
Wait,
suggesting to change it in the first place.
don't worry. Google saved it. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
that's how
a
I lost
breach.
my password last time.
And then literally you get an email 5 seconds
I
later.
know.
You've been hacked.
I know. It's like, wait a minute.
Compromised
Google's got it. Unfortunately,
passwords.
Google was just breached security-wise, so all new passwords will have to
So
be saved and uploaded.
true.
What? Google's the only person that had this password.
So true, dude.
I hate it so
my gosh.
much.
funny.
Everything is face recognition. Everything.
Yeah. Well, now I
everything-
don't even remember my passcodes because if the face thing goes down, I'm
You're done.
really in trouble.
You're done. By the way, have you ever not been? I can't talk to anybody anymore. Everything's automated.
I know.
I hate it. I can't
know.
even get a hold of a restaurant.
that is not-
Everything is automated.
That is going in that direction.
I
that
am
ain't going
so
back.
sick of it, bro.
Yeah, I know it's all
I'm
gonna be automated,
so
man.
Sick of it.
When technology starts to glitch out, I get anxiety. That gives
Yes.
me anxiety because I feel like I can't, like I don't, like I can't get to
I'm going to
the
be honest with you.
source.
I held on to DirecTV satellite for 22 years because it drove me nuts when Spectrum or AT&T
Joe still walks up to
or
the
whatever,
television,
or
moves the
yeah,
antenna to
yeah.
try to get the
I
right-
still use aluminum foil. This is going to work. But I held on to it for years going. And you know what
1940s.
happened? I felt like a champion. Like,
Didn't it?
I'm sorry because you'd always get it. You guys shut up. I felt like it was
We
so
get
funny.
3 channels, baby. Let's watch the old television. Something on the tube.
What's on the old telly tonight?
Oh, you're the worst. But listen to me.
5:30. Local news.
You're the worst. Oh, you're the worst. Look, Magnum PI reruns. I'm in. No, listen. No, but here's what you guys say, jerks. But listen,
All he gets in
I am just.
the news Magnum PI. Every now and
but it's the
then.
local news.
And the original Night Court. Some of my favorite. No, but listen, what I was saying is that I kept it for so many years, and I just gave it away for YouTube TV and
There you
stream.
go.
But the
I
reason
told
why,
you.
but I'll tell you what, man.
Told you.
The other night, it pissed me off because you know what? Spectrum, for some reason, decided to have a half-hour reboot.
Oh.
Yeah, and my internet went out. Just a half hour. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but I didn't have it. And I was like, you know what? If I had my satellite, I'd still be able to watch my TV.
What time was that last night?
I don't know, 11.
Because we all of a sudden the internet went out at our.
But
Yeah.
we don't have Spectrum.
But it could be AT&T, whatever you guys
We
have.
have Starlink.
Starlink.
We actually have a satellite.
What is this, Musk?
Awesome, dude.
This is Musk.
I love Musk.
what
Original Musk is my body wash from Kiehl's. It's
Is
very
it
good.
original Musk?
Really good stuff.
Matt uses must, like musty. It's different. It's a slightly different. So you know,
Matt
like,
doesn't use
you know,
must.
like when you've had a sponge on the sink for too long. Pick it up, you're like,
no.
That
Or a
doesn't
load of-
smell like it's cleaning
a
anything
load
anymore.
of wet laundry for a few days.
Yeah, you open up, you're like, that sponge doesn't smell like it's going to
You
clean
ever do
anything.
ever happen to you? Sometimes you like. I don't know.
There's a trick for that.
I usually.
Wring it out as much as you can. Put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Really?
It's true.
Kills the.
Just nuke it?
kills
Just like it
the
does with all
bacteria.
your food when you put it in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
What happened to the
did you-
nutrients?
did you
It's
ever
gone.
Get something out of the wash and dryer somehow, and like you're wearing, it, and then it starts to smell like wet laundry, and you're like, oh god.
What? No.
I have like a wet laundry
Scent?
It smells very distinct, and I don't like it.
When it sits in there too long, it
yeah,
does.
and
Well,
then like
it gets mildew.
And then, I know, but sometimes by accident you don't realize it.
Put it in the dryer.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
It's
like
been in there too long.
Yeah.
you're the smelly wet
Right.
laundry guy,
Right,
And
right.
then you're walking around in society going,
smells like-
"I'm the
smells
guy
like moldy water."
that I'm
Yeah.
normally going, that guy." You know,
I honestly, I got a pet peeve about that. You know what? It gives like body odor too. Like if
Interesting.
you can't smell you, like why can't everybody?
that's an
But here's the
that's an
deal.
adaptation.
Here's the deal. Like,
That's why you can't smell
you
your
ever have
breath
that- You ever
either.
have
I
that
smell pretty
person?
good.
You ever have that person that gets in the elevator and everybody else can smell that person?
They
Yeah.
can't.
But they can't
No,
smell
no,
them.
no. They actually scientifically
Why do me and the other 30
cannot.
people in here smell you, but you can't
They
smell
can't.
you?
It's the same reason why you
But they can't go
smell
like
your
this?
breath.
They can't just smell their bits?
No.
I do.
Your
I go,
nose.
"That smells
Your
fabulous."
nose tunes out your own odor purposefully.
Wow.
ignorance is bliss.
I was just gonna say.
However,
Wow.
this is an interesting topic
I was gonna
because
say in that accent,
Hold on,
though.
there is one side to this that is very interesting. We have cut off chemical communication between each other with deodorant, and what I mean by that is females. When you notice, they always. I'm not just saying. Most women know this anyway. When you put a group of females together for more than
yes.
a month,
Yes. They all
their
get on the
cycles
same,
align.
Right, they all
That's
get on the same-
chemically. They've proven it's chemically from a gland underneath their arm.
Wow.
Chemically, communication between men and women and women and women and men and men, it's been stopped in modern world.
Have we tried
that
to recreate it
line?
with perfumes and stuff like that instead?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean,
like we should.
they've used that's not 100% correct. They do try
guy
to
is a
replicate. They do try to replicate in some
Pheromones?
perfumes the pheromones for like the sex pheromones or something. But I've never seen it. I've personally never, in all my research, come across something that's actually for real.
Interesting.
Nothing's going to beat the normal chemical communication.
Good old BO.
So I'm saying like.
So the guy that
it's a
smells
shame.
bad is the one that like attracts all the chicks. What? I'm confused.
Well, no, but here's a funny thing. So
Andy, you
they
smell like
did-
hamburgers. I'm trying to get a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
So
what are you-
guys-
Seeing these ladies reacting to me.
Guys, they did a study. No, they did a study.
Oh, God.
They had a control group of women and a control group of men.
Okay.
They had women not wear deodorant, but clean, like they're not going to reek, but
Right.
clean, shower.
Oh my
but
God.
wear a t-shirt.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
without deodorant. And then they put the t-shirt in a box. It has zero smell. They didn't. If somebody had a crazy bio, they actually discarded. They didn't want anybody to actually smell anything.
This smells like
And
curry.
they would go
Yeah, I
through.
Pull this shirt.
Sorry, I just was eating the.
Do you know that
curry.
the
love
men
curry.
were more attracted to the women as accordance into their cycle
Really?
than our brains were picking up where these women were in their cycle. And that's what determined
believe
if
that.
a man smelled something that was attractive to him because of where the female was in her cycle.
Well, I
That's
believe that
crazy.
because don't
And-
animals do that in the wild?
Yes, dude,
yeah.
and vice versa with women to men. And I forget what it was that women liked about men, but there was something in particular, and it's the same
Money?
thing lined up.
Just kidding. It's terrible.
This guy's wealthy.
Just kidding. I smell dollars.
that's the anti-love
I know, it's
right
terrible.
there,
I'm just
folks.
kidding. That's-
Oh.
And by the way, men are just as guilty of that
yeah,
as women.
absolutely.
Yeah. That was a joke. I was
This is an interesting
honestly a joke.
conversation. I've been having this lately. It's just, I don't know what it is about me personally. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. No matter what the situation is, no matter what it is, I don't care. I cannot spend someone else's money. It makes me feel weird.
It's tough.
Even if it's like your family member, even if it's like, I only feel good if a dollar I spend is a dollar I earn.
I know.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it since we were little kids.
Yeah, I think so.
We've always just been the providers for the family, so maybe it's just against our grain. But for me, it's weird. Like I've had this conversation. Like even my friends are just like, dude, let me pay. Because it's like I want to be able to let people do it, but it's like I have this weird glitch. Where it messes me up. I don't know why.
No, it puts pressure on you. You feel
I
pressure.
feel weird. I feel like, oh no, and I'll like literally take notes. Like this person paid for dinner. I got to make sure I get this person back.
Right.
I'm like weird obsessed about it.
Yep.
Strange.
I just use a good old thank you. No, but I agree.
love it.
I know. No, it is weird.
Anyway, do you feel
And it
that
puts
way? 'Cause
pressure. I feel pressure from so many things.
Yeah, I get it.
There's so much pressure, you know? I love that you have to try to just be present, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's really the key to anxiety and stuff I've found and you know, talk to therapists about it and stuff, you know, and it's sort of the overwhelming theme thematically is just like, you know, the future you can't control, the past you can't change.
Yeah.
The present you have to try to remain in so that you can enjoy it. And the present is what you can sort of figure out. And that's why if you remain present, you will not get too far ahead of yourself and you'll cut down greatly on the anxiety because the future causes anxiety.
It's true. You're right. Future causes anxiety.
Past causes sadness.
Yes.
So
if you're living in the
or
past,
lament.
Yeah.
But if you stay present, you can kind of sort of, in my opinion, you know, really sort of control you never fully control anything, obviously, but you have the greatest grasp on sort of what's going on if you're just present with it. And that's what I try to do. Look, life certainly throws its curveballs at you. It has with all of us and it has with everybody out there. Yeah. Nobody is immune from tough times and just from overwhelming feelings, especially today. Yeah. Like I said, technology in general is just overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
It overwhelms the human experience to a detrimental degree, in my opinion. But I feel because we can't even really have it. It interferes with our interaction as human beings. We can no longer even communicate without our phone dinging, without something going on, a buzz that alerts us to something we're either missing or something that's going to cause anxiety or something we need to handle, and we can never be present. It takes us out of the present, believe it or not.
No, it's so true. And
So
it has you
I hate
focusing
it.
on people who are creating these fictitious lives that aren't really
yeah, of
even
course.
there.
I was going to be for me. It has to be focusing on stocks,
I know.
which just gives me a lot of anxiety.
Oh, my goodness.
gosh.
Yeah, the
greatest
financial
roller
system.
coaster ever.
It really is, man.
Yep.
It's like night and
Up
day
12
every
bucks,
day.
down 12 bucks.
Yep.
Up
Yeah,
12
it's
bucks,
wild.
down 12 bucks.
Yep.
I know. Yep, I know.
Time.
Big a little, talk a little, big a little, talk a little, big, talk a little. I mean, that's literally life, kind of, right? It's
Yeah.
the yin and yang.
No, like you said though, the present. That's why it's called the present because it is.
It is. That's the gift. Yep, exactly. It's
Isn't that
right
wild?
now. You can't control. I mean, look, you wake up tomorrow and you see these catastrophic things that happen, or you know, somebody has a heart attack tomorrow. You have a heart attack. I have a heart attack tomorrow. What are we doing? Why didn't we enjoy today?
Isn't
We're
it
worried about
crazy?
tomorrow. We don't even enjoy today.
Isn't it crazy?
It's the hardest thing to do, but that's
And it's a shame
vital.
because it usually
Vital.
takes, like the people, the mentors that I look up to in this situation, it usually takes some kind of really bad
Something like that.
event.
It does.
Something that's going to force you
right.
to
Reevaluate
literally-
everything.
but to literally force you to have the discipline to wake up in the morning.
It takes discipline.
and make sure your mindset is in the present every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tell myself that,
tough.
honest to God, I tell myself that
tough.
15 times a day.
Like, why can't we just
stop?
Why
I
can't
literally
we
go, Joe,
appreciate it without these crazy
I know.
events?
I
happening?
literally go, Joe, stop. Let's just deal with today.
Yep.
I can't
Yeah.
try to precog tomorrow.
you
You
can't.
know? The precogging drives you literally nuts,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm guilty of it. I try to
yeah.
handle things. I want things to go smooth. You know, there's a lot of stuff in my life, you know, and just coordination and, you know, I'm worried about the girls and, you know, my daughters and everything. So I always try to think about like what's the best to do for them and, you know, Charlie with college and Libby going into, eighth grade. And it's just like, oh man, there's so many things to worry about, you know? And then you just go, all right, I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm gonna do the very best I can. And, you know, that's all I can do. That's
Yeah,
all
man.
I can do. But it is so difficult to do that.
It is.
It's so difficult.
It's not easy.
My mind runs wild at night. I don't know if anybody else out there experiences. You ever wake up like with your heart pounding away in the middle of the
I
night?
slept like an hour last night.
I
'cause
know.
I kept waking up every couple hours.
I know.
Just
I know.
freaking out about
Me too. Just random
everything.
shit.
Yeah,
I
man.
know. I know,
when
man.
when I was going through a tough time a little while back, I would wake up with just panic to the point where like I almost thought I couldn't breathe.
Absolutely. That's happened to me a lot.
And I'm like, is this it? Is this that moment?
I know.
You know, and you're like, wow. So yeah, I've been sleeping good now, but I've been through
Oh
that.
wow, great. Now that hasn't been going on for several months. I'm sleeping like a little baby. Oh God, wow, that's
Because let me tell you, life is good.
life is literally perfect. No worries for this guy. Wow, you just really made yourself unrelatable to basically everybody. No, but no, you're right. And honestly, when you have those good night sleeps, boy, do you treasure them, right? You wake up and I mean, I honestly, I think once you have kids. Not that it's a bad thing, but I don't know. You never sleep sound anymore. I don't ever sleep sound.
I can
I've been
understand
woken
that.
up in the middle of the night for 17 years by different ways. You know, whether it was you know when they're babies, right? And I'm going through that with Dylan now. But Libby had a tough time sleeping, or nightmares at 4 or 5.
Right.
And then when they get older, you think, oh, that's going to end. And then now it's Charlie with curfew and making sure that
Right.
she's out. When she's here, she's at her mom's. I'm worried about like, are you home? So I'm looking at where she is, and I'm like, Charlie, midnight. You know, why aren't you home yet? Are you close? You know. Man,
it, man.
it never ends, dude. It
No.
literally never ends. So those good night sleeps are gone. I mean, I don't even know what it's like to wake up and go like, whoa, I just literally I don't know what the hell happened, but I feel amazing. I'm so aware of time, you know?
yeah.
And I think as you get older,
And
you get
it's-
more and more aware of time.
And here's the thing, man, and I'm just going to tell you this because I truly want you to try to prioritize yourself at times because you don't do that.
Yeah.
And sleep. Dude.
I know, dude. I know,
It's
bro.
so important.
Me and Cruz, man, we each get like 4 hours a night.
I say,
And
That's a
he's-
special-
He's
that's
the
a
number
special
one movie
human
star
being.
in the history of movies.
can't.
And I have a podcast with you guys.
touche.
So you see, 4 hours a night doesn't always work the same for people. You know, I don't know what happened. I don't know.
He feels great, and I'm exhausted.
He can basically do anything he wants at any time, and me, I got to run everything by you two guys.
No, but you do, dude. Because
yeah.
eventually you're going to break.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
And then you're not going to be good for anybody.
I know. I must break you.
So at certain times, I implore you
I know.
to please take care of your sleep and yourself because
I know.
you can't just
I really
you
honestly
just
need a
can't
vacation.
go on empty.
I need a vacation.
Something's
going to
me.
happen. I
Need a
actually need to take a
vacation
vacation
from
for
my-
myself.
from my problems.
Just from me.
Now, what
I did-
about Bob? Isn't that what that is? I need a vacation from my problem.
Yeah. Yep. Baby steps. Baby steps into the elevator. Baby steps into Bob. If you've never seen
so good.
What About Bob?
great movie.
Richard Dreyfuss, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Brilliant. This movie is so damn funny.
Yeah.
It is an incredible twist on a therapist-patient relationship.
It's amazing.
I highly recommend it. It was a major hit movie in the early 90s. Really check it out. What About Bob? You'll
one
love
of those
it.
smart comedies.
Oh my God, they don't make them anymore.
We just not
because it was original.
We're gonna try to make
we
them.
We are. It wasn't
but-
based off a book. It didn't
Yeah.
have an IP, intellectual property that everybody knows. They actually just
So true.
created something, put it out there. The people loved it. It's an amazing movie. You guys will love it.
Yep.
What
I
About
totally
Bob?
agree. What
Oh my
About Bob?
gosh, amazing movie. Bill Murray was. I mean, just
Oh
you know.
my gosh. He went on a run there where he was one of my top favorites.
Dr. Marvin,
for like a
Dr.
decade.
Marvin, Lake Winnipesaukee. Bob, how did you find me here, Bob?
So great, man.
So good.
Oh my God!
I mean, his performance in Ghostbusters.
this is him.
I thought it was legendary. I don't think he even gets enough credit for how good he was.
Ghostbusters.
When he
Yeah,
walks in, he plays the piano.
Oh my God.
They hate this.
Okay.
Oh, nothing's happening in there. What a shame.
I know. Oh, my gosh,
dude, he was
He's so good.
Again,
so good in that
and we
film.
say it all the time, and whatever, the entertainment industry. Like,
What's the one with
honestly, who cares? Honestly,
it
truly,
Election?
What?
Election?
Rushmore?
Rushmore.
Rushmore. Oh my God.
When he reaches in the back to grab his
Spazzes.
son who's out of control.
So good, dude.
Rushmore.
The Royal
I really
Tannenbaums.
I loved like Life Aquatic. Steve
Life
Zissou.
Aquatic. Hey, Scrooged. he was
man,
great.
he
in
was so
Scrooged.
great.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Oh
Another
my gosh.
amazing early '90s comedy.
What a concept.
Caddyshack.
Brilliant.
This guy.
Like,
Caddyshack.
where
Yeah.
are those movies?
They just
I
don't make
miss
them.
these movies so
They
bad.
literally just don't make them. But it really, like we say all the time, and honestly, like why don't they award the comedians?
It's
Truly.
gotta happen.
Yeah.
This
First
is
of all,
absurd.
I think nobody really watches any of the award shows anymore because frankly they're boring. But and I'm the first one to admit that they are. I don't even watch. They're so boring.
It's so weird. I used to, as a kid.
Well, they were events.
Do you remember when you used to like?
They don't even have hosts
You would
anymore.
sit
for
at
them.
night to yourself and you'd almost practice like your acceptance speech. I want to thank my mom. What did I say? My dad.
Yeah.
As like a young actor, you're like, man, I don't dream of that stuff.
No. And honestly, people used to care because they would nominate movies that everybody saw. Yeah. So like, man, you could and there were big movie stars.
Well, you were invested in
you could tune in to watch to see
wasn't
Tom
always that it was the
Cruise.
biggest movies. It's just they definitely incorporated the fan loves as well as the critically acclaimed movies.
Right.
And the reason why I think that was smart to do that is because you're bringing the audience, so you get to expose the audience to the critical acclaim.
That's right.
So now,
and they were just movie stars all on the stage. You got to
there.
tune in to watch, all the big movie
So
stars.
many.
Yeah, and it was really fun. I mean, did you ever
just
see
wish
the
they were
opening?
bringing
And if
the
you haven't
comedy.
seen this, YouTube some of the opening Oscars with Billy Crystal. He used to do these performances at the beginning of the
I remember.
Oscars. Oh my gosh.
His opening monologues were the best.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But back then, I mean, you used to have big hosts like Steve Martin, Johnny Carson, Bob Hope. These people used to host. They don't even have hosts anymore. And if they do, they don't host.
That's a whole nother issue.
They don't host. They're
Yeah,
not
I mean,
it's boring.
It's scary to be the host of the Oscars now. So
I
it's like
guess.
it's a lot that comes with it now.
Get the crap beat out of you when you
could.
host. Yeah.
You very
Say
well
something
could.
wrong. Maybe somebody comes up and slaps you or something. I don't know. Jesus, what the hell? I was just making a joke. I will kick your ass. Why?
The old backhand. It's how you keep comedians in line these days.
Oh, what a moment. I'll never forget that. There were
will?
just certain moments. Will, pun intended.
No.
Who will forget that? Nobody will.
wow,
I don't
yeah.
think I ever will. All right, Andy.
wild.
Yeah.
Wild
it was
moment.
what
Wild,
Will was wild.
Wild Will.
Wild stuff.
Wild. That was Johnny Carson.
That was
Johnny Carson. Wild
Wild, wacky stuff. But look, it all goes back. I think. Look, you talk about anxiety, people on edge. Everybody seems to be on edge.
right?
Everybody seems to be
Like, look at
anxiety.
that guy I looked
Well-
up to and I was watching him. He was always like a beacon of being in control.
Of course.
So I think that's what's so jarring. To see a guy who's just been in such control for so long snap like that. I think you're right though, Joe. It's a reflection of the way we're all kind of
We're all feeling like that.
Yeah.
We're in a weird period of time, not to get too, ethereal here, but or too lofty. But I feel like we're just in this weird sort of like brackish water, right? Brackish water is like when salt water and fresh water mix, and you get brackish, right?
Actually, it's so funny you're bringing this up. Sorry to interrupt. One quick
Okay.
thing. We'll interject a little factoid here.
Okay, about brackish water.
About brackish water.
We've already lost half the audience. They've
The
shut us off.
U.S.
But yeah.
freshwater streams and river systems are turning brackish, and they're not 100% sure just why yet.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
The salinity levels rising. I mean, I'm going to say fertilizers.
You're probably right.
That's what I'm going to say.
You're probably right. But at any rate, so I feel
Isn't
like
that weird? They're turning brackish.
Very
so they're
strange.
already having to think, how are we going to put desalinization apparatuses on our now freshwater systems because they're turning brackish.
Perfect.
Crazy.
Perfect. More stuff to worry about.
More stuff to worry about.
I have anxiety just listening to that.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like what we're in is like the human condition is in a brackish period between like real life and like artificial life, right?
It's a
And
convergence.
it is, man.
Yeah.
We
It's
are
this
living in the
weird-
slow
it is so
motion
weird, man.
convergence of our technology.
We used to
and
watch
us.
these movies. Remember, like movie like Minority Report.
Yes.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah.
And the precogs and all those boards and these things in our heads that would chip and the vision would
personalized
come up.
ads are
Right.
like when you open your phone, you're already getting all these
I
crazy
know.
personalized
So
ads.
I don't know. We are a species, right? We are a visceral species. The minerals of the earth, like when you walk on the ground with no socks and no shoes, you get minerals from the ground. Like we were created of earth. We are part of it. So the more disconnected we become,
Your heart
it is
beats from
weirdest-
the energy of a dying star.
Isn't that crazy?
You are made up of carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, and carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, maybe oxygen. Four elements.
an
What are the-
under eye
Wait,
foundation.
what are-
and I use it all the time, and that's why nobody sees my bags.
Those four elements are the same four elements that make up our entire galaxy.
That's right.
We are the solar system. We are the universe.
Yeah.
We literally are a reflection of that. And we're energy. Plants are energy. Animals, we're all energy. And I love this concept that we've been put here
Yeah.
to manipulate energy. And if you can
like that idea.
understand how to
that
manipulate
idea.
energy, you're able to be in sync with nature. You're
Yep.
able to understand human beings, and you're able to guide yourself into the path that you're supposed to be on.
I love that. You know the six senses, right? And here's I
We've
think
lost
we've
a lot
them.
of our primal senses.
We're losing sound.
We were just talking about the chemical,
But
that
in the
we've
digital,
lost that communication.
But in the digital age, I feel like what we're losing most is sound. And that to me is vital. And I'll tell you what, my biggest pet peeve about electric cars, there's
can't
no
hear 'em.
I don't like
See, I have a
not feeling. I know you do, but
I
here's
have
the
a
deal.
completely
I
opposing
don't
argument
like,
to that.
I don't like
sound pollution is destroying
But
our
I don't
bird
like-
population because
Yeah.
they can't communicate. They're having to change all their calls
Yes,
and stuff.
I
So
understand.
sound pollution's big
But
for
in
me.
an
I hate
effort,
sound pollution.
in an effort, and I'm all about the environment, but in an effort to quote,
I just
save
want
the
to throw a
environment-
knife in between you two.
Throw
and
one
have
word.
you- What?
and have us
Do your
wrestle
one
over
word.
it.
Boop. What were you
I
going to
gotta
say?
say something.
What,
You're gonna
Andy
say
was going to say
something?
something.
I don't know. No.
Okay,
no.
good. Andy's not
You were
gonna
just going to
say
say
anything.
something.
No, all right.
Oh, come on, Andy. Don't just sit there and act cool and
that.
everybody tell you look like Johnny Depp. Say something.
You guys gotta stop with this.
Stop with the
at
Johnny
these.
Depp, bro. I
Anyway.
mean, you're right, but stop.
Guys, I got to drop this thing on you.
Joe,
I
stop
just,
with the...
Let Matt do a little mic drop here.
I just
All right.
read.
you were Johnny Depp.
I'm still getting goosebumps after I read this. Did you know that the melanin in your skin,
Melatonin. Melatonin?
melatonin.
Melatonin?
No, I gotta get this right. What? Melanin. I said it right the first
Thank you,
time.
producer.
Do you know?
We're not going to edit that out. We need
No, we're
help.
gonna leave it in.
Yeah.
Do you know the melanin in your skin?
Yeah.
They're now using in computer chips because they can communicate with ions.
Really?
Do you know what that means, dude?
No.
Our whole body is
Why are you rubbing
covered-
yourself? I'm getting that out. You know what that means, bro? This
Our whole body.
That's that new supplement I'm taking. It's really cool.
good. It's fuzzy. You know what?
I don't even know how far the
I
implications go.
exfoliated yesterday, and it's really nice.
But the fact that they're using melanin for computer chips to communicate with other things.
That's weird.
It means that, in my opinion, I've never heard this, but this is where I'm going with it. It means that our entire surface layer of our skin is not only able to conduct electricity, but is able to communicate everything else internally to our body as what's going on out in the environment.
believe that.
And get this,
We're
it's
like
in our
damn
hair
X-Men.
too. Remember static electricity raise your hair?
Of course.
That's why. It's the melanin that conducts electricity.
That's
and
wild shit.
Dude, the implications of that, like, literally, there is a force field
Oh, no,
around
there
your
is.
body.
You feel it.
Like,
you
what
can
the
feel
heck?
someone when they're not there. Like, you can feel someone just when you're
Dude,
not actually touching them.
it's
100%.
real, man.
No,
Are
it
Are
is
you
real.
saying I can dodge bullets?
Yes.
The
And I
Matrix
can
is
cook
real.
meat with my eyes.
The Matrix is real,
You're supposed to
guys.
say when you're done, you won't have to.
When you're done.
Something
You
like
won't have
that.
to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I know.
that's true.
Great.
That's true. No, but
Not
look,
like this.
no, but here's the
Not
deal.
like
just
So good.
getting back. Not
like
like
this.
But no, I know. Well, all I'll say is that, and whatever, I know there's an argument to be made for every argument, but all I'll say is the whole electric car thing. Like, sure, we're going to save the environment as we poison it with lithium batteries that we bury in the
Listen,
soil.
It's
you know?
not actually. It shouldn't be looked at as this environmental change. It just should be looked at as the evolution of our driving vehicles. Because
what are we
here's
doing?
Why. Here's
I mean,
why.
Those
Joe,
batteries, the battery acid in the
here's
ground
why.
alone.
Hold on. Just wait. Especially in a state like California, Joe, you won't be allowed to drive your car on the freeway.
Who's gonna tell me
Forget
I'm
it.
not allowed?
You're not going to be allowed to drive your
Driving
car.
it. Just letting LA know. Joe's going to be on the streets making sure it's safe for women and children.
You have a cape,
I will.
and you're wearing a pair
Cape
of...
and a 67 Chevelle.
Gas and
Everyone will be, everyone will be like,
coughing.
somebody called for a car. I love it. That'd be so much fun. No, they're never taking it, and if I have to move, I will.
Yeah. Anyway, guys,
Yo, is that it?
That's
Is it
it.
That's
over?
it, man.
We're done?
I gotta
We're done
go.
today.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Andy's got something
Things
where
to
he's got to
do.
be.
Yeah, well,
Apparently,
Andy's hit his 15-word limit.
yeah,
for
that's
the
right.
episode.
Exactly. I gotta recharge now.
We're going to plug him in,
Yeah.
Yep,
and
yep.
we'll see you next Friday.
Yes, we will on the Brotherly Love Podcast.
Thanks for being here, everybody.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
everybody.
everybody. God bless.
Hey guys, the Lawrence Brothers here to thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of the Brotherly Love Podcast.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon now. The link is also in the description.
And we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week.